Finally, the day has come, and we're here at the awesome Emerson College LA building. They're a sponsor, and Berklee College of Music is also two of our prime underwriters of today. So thanks to both of them. Lots of other sponsors that'll be, for sure. And I know there are a lot of Berklee alum and Emerson alum here, so it's just going to be great. A lot of other sponsors they'll be kind of thanked during the day. We're in the terrace. Right there is the conference room. Through these doors, you'll see that's sort of the big room, 250-person room. Down this hall is a theater. Behind us is the lecture room. You'll all bump around and figure out where this is. Upstairs, and good morning, kids. Upstairs is the college dorms. So we really only have business being on this floor, and we will intend to give you food and drink all day. We're going to have lunch right here in the terrace. We have an awesome after party right here in the terrace. Should be snacks and all the caffeine and everything you need. If you want something else, right on the sidewalk level is the Emerson Cafe, and you can go down there if you want and purchase something. So you've all heard the old saying that half of life is just showing up, and I never liked that saying. I'm not down with that. I think the idea is really not only showing up, but what do you do when you're there? You know, how do you add value? Everybody here in this room can add their positivity and their creativity to this conversation today. And that's my hope. And I'm going to now pass it to Thomas Golubic, who will talk a little bit about the programming.
Thanks again, everybody. We really have a beautiful day, and I know Saturdays are pretty precious, so the fact that you all have come out on a Saturday is quite wonderful. One of the things that we thought about when we were putting this together was that most music supervisors that we know, especially the ones that we wanted to bring to this conference and help share some of their experiences and our many other colleagues, would not have been available on a weekday, simply because we are working too much. We're all a little bit ragged, and Saturdays is the one day that we can probably set aside to do something like this. And we found the most wonderful location. I'm just in awe at how beautiful this building is. So again, we have a lot of fun stuff today. We have 24 different panels, presentations. It's an enormous amount of material. We've spent many, many months putting this together. This all began essentially a few years ago when Maureen, John, and I, and the entire sort of guild board talked a little bit about what we wanted to do, and we had these award ceremonies, which we loved, and we thought that was a great way to be able to recognize some of the stuff that we do. And one of the things we wanted to do was to help elevate the craft by making sure that people are really educated in what we do, both as generalists, meaning if you are a studio executive or if you're a filmmaker or a producer. Many people don't know how to use music supervisors. They don't know what we do. Many people are colleagues of ours and they don't quite know how we fit into projects. So what we're hoping is that at the end of today, many of you will have a bigger sense of what the role is, the complexity of the role, the relationships involved in the role, and our hope is that it will make our job both easier and at the same time also bring it to another level. And I think our hope is that for those of you who are music supervisors or students of it, you'll pay close attention to these lectures and get a sense that these are truly the top people in the craft. We have an astonishing array of people here, and they're really very generous in sharing their information. Just to give you a few things, we have at 9:45, we have Connecting the Dots. This is an overview of the music supervision craft. Amanda Creek Thomas, who's been really heroic in putting these things together, she'll be leading a discussion with the music supervising team of Season Kent and Gabe Hilfer, also music editor David Klotz, and Fox Music executive and music supervisor Anton Monstead. These are extremely talented people. They are doing absolutely top-level work in their field, and we're very excited to have them giving you a general fundamentals of how the job works. So that's coming up at 9:45 in the conference room, which is right over there. We're going to have also in the conference room at 10:45 composers and music supervisors piece. It's going to be Christoph Beck and John Houlihan talking about working together. Our Television Academy colleague Michael Levine is going to be moderating the discussion. By the way, the Emmys are tomorrow night, so hopefully we'll send good karma to all our Emmy friends. We're going to have also State of Music and Media on television will be the focus, and we're going to have my team, the Breaking Bad team and the Better Call Saul team gathered together again 11:45 in that room, talking a little bit about how we transition from one project to the other. They're radically different projects. They're very different creatively, and it was a very interesting challenge for all of us to create something thoroughly new with the same team and a similar story. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We have a lot of other stuff happening that day, but I'll give you a quick breakdown of things happening in the other 2 rooms. As I mentioned, we have a lecture room, which is essentially straight back. That room is going to be very much specific about the details. This is sort of the step-by-step process. We're going to have presentations on music clearance, starting a business, tech tools of the trade, metadata standards, and music submissions. Soup to nuts music supervision presentations, including creative analysis. We're going to have creative strategy, communicating creative. It's going to be a very, very exciting and very information-heavy room. We're going to be filming those lectures as well. So if you've missed it, know that we will have later on the availability of some of these lectures. In the screening room, we're going to have myself and Gary Calamar are going to be doing a very fun, clip-heavy, very loose history of music supervision. Basically, it's stuff that we love and we wanted to share. And we'll kvetch like an old couple, which will be kind of fun. So you can look forward to that. And then we're going to also have discussions on music supervision for trailers. The format team will be talking a little bit about how to get hired. We're going to have also an Ask Me Anything session for music supervision on film, television, advertising, and brands, and trailers and video games. There's an enormous amount of information here today. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope that you feel inspired at the end of the day. And I think we can take this to the next level.
Yeah, just a couple kind of nuts and bolts things. It's obviously going to be pretty hot today. So during lunch, you can bring your lunch into that conference room and enjoy the air conditioning. Maybe we're going to try to put some chairs in the lobby and kind of use some of the air-conditioned spaces. So it's an indoor-outdoor event, and we have a super brisk schedule. So when one panel ends, there's a 15-minute, probably overly ambitious turnaround schedule. So if you're not going to stay for the next panel, get up and get onto your next destination. And also, especially the 2 smaller rooms, if you're coming in, please move all the way down to the edge of the wall. You know, we don't want to leave random seats and have somebody climbing over people and disrupting the presentation.
Don't be shy and leave the front row open. Just get the seats.
And then just a note about filming. We have our hashtags up, and we would love it if you took 1 million stills, and we challenged Caitlin Jennings this morning for internet dominance. But, you know, just keep it stills. We are filming with GrammyPro.com. These professionals are filming the panels. We hope to put them up one day. So that's being taken care of. So all the stills you want, and even stills of yourselves out here. You know, let's just really have an active social media. But no kind of iPhones up in the middle of the thing, especially because we're showing some material in the demonstrations where we don't control the copyrights, and it's just for this private event. So, and if you need anything else, you see our volunteers with these Guild of Music Supervisor event shirts on.
Actually, quick round of applause for our volunteers.
Yeah. Yeah. So just you know, ask for help. I broke into my kid's soccer bag, and I have sunscreen if anyone needs some later or something. You know, let's just work together. We'll have a great day.
John will be applying suntan lotion in the green room later on.
Yeah. And between Thomas and I, we have 5 feature films and 3.5 TV series going on. So we did this conference on top of that, all the production the last months. So we're freaking exhausted. So if you see one of us crying in the corner or something, just give us a minute, you know, and we'll come back.
If we have a hard time getting into conversation with you, it's because we have no idea what's going on, and we're just trying to look as pretty as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So apologies ahead of time for anybody who thinks that I didn't recognize them or I'm not talking normal.
Yeah, and throughout the day, you know, through online and these brochures, you know, you can dig in. There's a lot of information about the panels. One extra special plug I wanted to give is the closing party. 6 to 8 p.m. right here. It's going to be cool down and beautiful, and we're going to have lots of food and drink and alcohol. We have to get a wristband before. We'll have a station for that. But we're going to have, sponsored by Riptide, we're going to have a media music pub quiz that I've been working on the questions for many weeks. This is a British pub quiz style contest based on the Oscars, the Grammys, you know, soundtracks, and even some nuts and bolts of post-production and things like that. And this sounds like kind of trite, but we're going to break into teams of 4. The winning team of 4 is going to win a $200 Uber gift certificate for each person on that team, plus a t-shirt. The second place team is going to win t-shirts plus a $25 Starbucks card each. And then the 4th from last team is going to win the Rich Ezra Music Business Registry Film and Music Guide. He graciously donated those to the contest. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and If you don't are not here with the team of 4, again, we'll all be good friends by 6 p.m. and we'll have volunteers and we'll team up and we will have a big, crazy, beer-fueled pub quiz with big prizes.
And we should also say that if you guys are ever looking for a quick list of what's happening, the website has the schedule on it, and it'll give you a good idea of what's available. Garrett McKelver's done some heroic work on the website, so if you get a chance, go to the website, add it to your list of things in your phone, you can always know what's going on where. And again, one last note, because these are going to be very full, we have a sellout crowd, so how about a big round of applause for all of you for selling out this event. It's our first year we've sold out. We are going to have space issues, so we do ask that you guys just be discreet, and if you're going to be coming in and out of the panel, stay near the back so you can kind of go out quietly so we don't disturb the panels too much. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We're very excited to share this with you, and we hope you have a wonderful day with us.
Great. So down this hallway, we'll get you to the conference room, the biggest room, and the theater at the end of the hall, and the lecture room is that way. Have fun, everybody.